What's up, everybody? HeliX here, and on this week's episode, well, I kind of got carried away before I started recording. I stopped the last episode and then just kept going and didn't really record anything, but hey, now we have a giant room for our portal. Yeah, dug this out, put a little ceiling on it. I'm not really sure how I feel about the portal shape or size or position or anything, but I figured it's a good start. I just gotta figure out what to do with the walls now. And then this room will be, passable. And it's probably good that I didn't record any of that because we have a lot to do this episode and I don't want to make it a 30-minute long episode. So we've still got to finish that room, dig out this, and put some fish and some villagers down there. I don't know if we'll get to the villagers today. And then get rid of all this stone. And I also want to try putting a bunch of sea lanterns behind these chests, so it would be like glowing through the cracks. I don't know if that's going to look good or stupid or whatever, but we're going to give it a shot. So yeah, like I said, lots to do. Probably good I didn't record the 4 hours it took me to make that. But I do want to show you, because it's not really terraforming. I dug out from the little island here. I dug this out, and I think it kind of looks natural, and I'm crap at making things look natural, so I was pretty proud of how this turned out. And then we got a little roof there. So, for the wall. Oy. I feel like this episode and the last episode are just me going, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, and then trying something random. I think we need to make this bigger. I don't know. Let me think about it for a minute. But hey, I came up with this tunnel. This tunnel's pretty cool, right? I like it. I think it's pretty great. Why can't I think of any ideas for this? Why is this so hard? Oh, and I didn't tell you guys, we're gonna put beacons down here. We're gonna have 4 beacons coming up like the corners of this little platform here. I think that'll look pretty cool. But before we get started on building today, I'm trying to see if I can revert this world back to 1.14. I really miss having Optifine and Replay Mod, and it doesn't look like those are going to be out for 1.15 anytime soon. So I'm going through every single region file. There's a lot of them. And changing the data version from 2227 to 1976. Alright, brace yourself here, we're getting into the weeds a little bit. This is how I was trying to revert the world back to 1.14. So if you're not familiar, this is your Minecraft folder right here. Inside of that you have region, and this, all these MCA files, which I think is Minecraft Anvil file format, those make up the world as it's loaded for you. So each one of these contain chunks. This is one of these files that's been opened. Contain chunks. It has all the information of what's inside that chunk, but it also has this data version number. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 2227. And 2227 is 1.15.1. What we need is 1976, which is 1.14.4. So when you play on your world with a new version, an updated version, I'm assuming as it goes through and you load these chunks, it increases the data version to whatever is new, but it doesn't decrease it if you go back in an older version. So we would need to manually go through each one of these and revert it back to 1976. So this software over here, Macro Recorder, kind of can do that for us. So I've recorded my mouse clicks and my key presses for changing these back to 1976. I can do them at 10 times speed. So this is doing it automatically, but it's gonna take too long. I mean, look at how massive these files are, and it can only do it that fast. And we have 300 of these files to go through. So I really tried. I spent like 4 hours last night working on this, and it's just not happening. So we're stuck with 1.15. The developers of Optifine and Replay Mod, I hope you are working hard on it. I will give you money if you ask me to. I just want to make time lapses again. It's like my favorite part of these videos. Alright, back to stupid 1.15. Just got done AFKing for the day. And man, I am loving this thing. Woo, look at that. Wait, look at that. Oh man, this is amazing. I don't even need this much prismarine. Alright, what I was working on last night, I don't know. I don't think I like it. I was messing around with putting lights in it. I think it's just too much prismarine and quartz. I think we need to put something else in there. I don't even think I like the design. This took a long time to do. And we're probably gonna get rid of it. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now, and I'm gonna try doing. Can't fly. I'm gonna try doing the lights behind there and see how that looks. Just so I can get like a quick win. If that looks cool, great. You know, boost the confidence a little bit, and we'll go back in there and try out something else. You know, I think that makes a pretty big difference. It's subtle, which is what I wanted. You don't really see the sea lanterns back there, but you can definitely tell the difference between that side and that side. It's not done. I still need to go up a little bit. There's still some more layers. But yeah, I think I like that. That's exactly what I was going for. Just subtle lighting behind him. Alright, let's finish it up. We've also got to put something over these chests because you can see the stone through the cracks in the chest, and that is unacceptable. Just unacceptable. Well, that is much better. It's all lit up. We've got the dark prismarine up there so we can't see the stone. You can still see the gray of the hoppers behind it, but, you know, there's only so much you can do. I think it looks great. I'm glad we spent the time on the little changes there. We also lowered this floor here half a block so we don't have to worry about spawn-proofing it. And we fixed the pillars on that side. So all that being done, I still have no idea what to do in this room. I'm thinking maybe a spiral just because it's kind of my fallback when I've got no other options, but we've already done a spiral. A few episodes ago I was talking about how I go about building things and how I iterate. I start with something not fully thought out, it's not perfect, but I build it and then think of ways to make it better. Well, the problem with that approach is sometimes your first idea is just complete crap. And you have to get rid of the whole thing and start over again. Yeah. I have an idea. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. And then I was thinking water on the inside of these diamond things, a block back. I don't know what to do for the corners. I don't know. The problem with this room is you gotta build out pretty much the whole thing to see what it looks like. Well, now we're getting somewhere. That looks pretty cool. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Maybe glass for the part that goes under the water. And maybe sea lanterns behind that? I don't know. But yeah, I'm digging this. This is pretty sweet. Now the corners are a little bit harder. I don't know. Someone on Reddit was commenting on a build and they said, I think you added too much detail. Which I didn't know was possible, but maybe I added too much detail with the stairs and the... I really don't know. That's hard. I still like this though. Now that we've finished it all up though, I think I'm good with this. I like this. I like the sides. I like the corners. I think it turned out pretty good. I even like underwater here. So the next project... Why do I keep thinking of things that take so much time? So I think we're going to mirror the water columns on this side, maybe a little bit bigger. And then I want to fill them with fish. According to the wiki, if you place fish from a bucket... That's a weird effect right there. If you place fish from a bucket, they don't despawn. So I want to fill both sides with just like, I don't know, 100 fish or something. And then all we have to do is figure out right there. And that side. That was definitely easier than I thought it was going to be. And I think it looks pretty good. This whole place is really coming together. And the more I look at this room, the more I love it. Yeah, I love it. I didn't at first, but I love it. It's awesome. So, let's see. We've got the lights behind there. Check. Dropped the floor down. Check. Built the portal room. Check. Built this side. Check. So just that. And we're not going to talk about the hole in the ground. So just that. So I think my general idea over here is build an enchanting table platform area up here. Because eventually we're going to fix this Guardian farm so we can use it as an XP farm again. And then we're going to need a place to enchant stuff. So I'm thinking like staircases going up and over each side and then having a platform in the middle with the enchanting table and bookcases on it. I think that would look cool. Gosh, this whole episode is just me pulling stuff out of thin air and trying it out. So far, though, it's gone pretty well. I am definitely over-engineering this, but I don't care. It's going to be awesome. So I want to do the bookcases flush with the ground, and then when you step on a pressure plate in front of the enchanting table, they all raise up. So I built this. There's a way to make this more compact. I don't know what it is. The idea is the repeaters take the pulse, send it into this block, which powers the pistons, which pushes the bookcase up. And then when you step off of it, it should lower them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh, I shouldn't have used that many repeat. Okay. Oh gosh. Alright, hold on. Let me figure this out. Yeah, I think putting the repeater here and there was too much. So now if we power it, okay. No, we had an observer there. What in the world? But why? Why? Oh gosh, I don't understand this at all. So what if we did... What if we just did it right on the piston? Oh. That's interesting. That's fair, and it's stuck. Boy, do I not understand this at all. Okay, so I think the more compact way of doing this is with observers. Okay, don't know. I think that just got broken to begin with. Okay, and then... Yeah. Alright. So then if we do that... Hey! That's what we wanted. Okay, so then if we get our enchanting table... So we come in here, do our enchanting, and then we're all done. There it is! Oh, that's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Unfortunately, this whole room, this whole farm, is not centered on one block, it's centered on two. So it's an even width, you can see the 2-block pathway is centered. So we wouldn't be able to make that bookcase enchanting table in here centered. Which just isn't, that's not gonna fly, there's no way, that would drive me crazy. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else. But this is kind of the design I'm going for. We might bring it back more, I don't know. Yeah, I think that will look pretty good once we make it, you know, blue, some shade of blue. So then up here we'll have the enchanting table here and the anvil here. And then I think as long as we do bookcases from here to high, that should give us level 30 enchantments from this enchanting table. So now I just gotta fill this with some combination of prismarine and quartz. Alright, I stayed up way later last night than I should have and finished it. So we've got our enchanting in here. I've already tested that we can get a level 30 enchantment from that. And then this is where we'll put the lapis, and this is where we'll have extra anvils and books. And then, yeah, I think it came together pretty nicely. And then I also cleaned up all the shulker boxes over here. I didn't actually want to go through them and sort everything out, so I just put them all in this. And whenever we have a sorting system, we'll just hook that up and it'll automatically do it. So that's as far as we're going to go with this today. I was hoping we'd get done, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. We still have that basement area to do with all the villagers, but when you're messing with villagers, that's pretty much a whole episode in itself. So we still have to do down there, and then I think this needs some sort of like support or something. It looks kind of wonky how it is. Just a floating magical staircase. But man, every time I build something in this room, I just love it more. This has really grown on me. I didn't like this at first. I love this now. Yeah. Yeah, this is my favorite room. I think this is my favorite thing I've ever built. And it's just a storage room for 2 different items. But I love it. And that's where we're going to end today's episode. I don't know how long this episode has been, but I'm a day and a half late on getting it out, so I figure I should cut it off there. Unfortunately, the episodes where I'm building a lot are going to be a little shorter, I think, because I don't have replay mod. And after talking to Crush Pixel, one of the main developers for it, they're not going to keep working on it. So it's stuck in 1.14. He did open source it. He sent me the link to the repo. So I may try and look at it and see what it would take to update it for 1.15. But I don't know Java. I've never made a mod before. I don't have high hopes for that. We're just stuck. We're never going to have those beautiful time lapses again. Oh well, life will go on. See you next week.